matchup with the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On first down, it's Herbert. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 75 yards. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Bernard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a carry for Bernard. Room here to run. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. To throw is Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Brady will look to throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So after the INT, it's Brady. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it second down. To the air again, Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He finds his target, Allen. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. Touchdown. Josh Palmer, 32 yards. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, it's Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Fournette, a first down carry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 2nd and 9, Brady looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, the 30, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, it's Brady. Finding room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Sugar. 44 is the mic. Mike's ball.
Now Brady. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check. I'm coming after you. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Shadow. Fellas, let's set a tone. 44 is the mic. Mike's 44.
Now Brady again. This is caught by Evans. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Complete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll run on first down. Bernard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second and 2. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 49, guys. Alert! 49. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 49.
Throwing now is Brady. And he finds Howard complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Check back. 49.
Here's Brady to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
49, What we got? 49, guys. Mike, 49. Record. 49 to Mike. Watch the screen. Let's go on. No, 66.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Now Brady got to have this one. Howard has the first down and then some. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Touchdown! O.J. Howard, 45 yards. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Herbert to throw. Forced out to his left. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off. The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return. And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to
going for Howard, but the